What's going on? Good morning, everybody. Everybody that's up. If you catch the replay, hit the like button. Everybody in the building, hit the like button. We got a fight to talk about. Terrence Crawford and Sean Porter. It's going down. It is going down tonight. We gonna see who gonna win this fight. Let's see who's in the building. Salute to everybody that's in the building early. Whoa, shoot. We gonna see who gonna win. Yeah, we gonna see who gonna win this fight. Salute to Picasso in the building. Mark Brown, what's going on? Yeah. What did you guys think about the weigh-ins? What did we think about the weigh-ins yesterday? The energy from both fighters. Team Crawford seems extremely confident that they're going to get the job done. Extremely confident that they're going to stop Sean Porter, or at the very least dominate Sean Porter. What's good, Tavares Washington, Damone Daniels, what's going on? Oh, yeah. Hey. Sean's getting fucked up, bro. Sean, look at Sean. Look at Sean, man. He know he getting fucked up tonight, man. It's going to be a great fight. But I think Crawford is at a different level mentally. Mentally, he looks like he's just laser. I mean, crazy. Sean couldn't even look at him long. Like, oh, shit, goddamn, this dude's a demon. Terrence Crawford is a demon. He lives for the fight. And Sean Porter saw that when he was looking in his eyes. Oh, man. This is going to be insane. We got two extremely competitive guys. Very competitive. Probably two of the most competitive guys in the division. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, salute Postman. What's going on? Yes, it's going to be epic, man. Hey, he was looking into Porter's soul. He was looking into Sean's soul at that weigh-in. Hold on, let me remove this out the way. He was looking into Sean's soul at the weigh-in yesterday. You know what I'm saying? It's not gonna be pretty, you guys. Sean may have his moments, but look at the uneasiness in his eyes. This shit's about to be crazy. Crawford gonna make a statement. He excited for this. Is what Bud's been waiting for. A chance to show the world why they say he's pound for pound the best fighter in boxing or in the world. And Sean Porter's the perfect opponent to display these skills on. He's going to come to fight. He's going to be in your face. He can mix it up with a little bit of boxing. He got good feet. Strong. Tenacious. This is a dog fight. I seen something that Bomac said. Bomac said that they trained. Wait, what they say? They trained for 12. Wait, what was it? They prepared for 12, but they trained for knockout, something like that. So basically, they're in phenomenal shape. Shape enough to just knock out Sean Porter. And we know Sean Porter is he's like a tank. He's gonna be coming. He's gonna take your best shot too. He's willing to take your best shot. Hit that like button for your boy. We get this train going. You said Bud about to scare Spence, bro. He might scare him, bro. He might scare him tonight. We gonna see. Hey, no smiling. Bud Crawford was extremely amped up. Like total difference from this right here. You know what I'm saying? This is back then. This is now. You know what I'm saying? This is now. Sean like, oh my God. Like, bro, we cool, right? We cool, right? Oh, man. Good morning, everybody. I know y'all excited, man. I know y'all excited. And we going live tonight, too, so be sure to stop in, if you can. We gonna go live. We got to talk about it. This is the big one for Bud Crawford. We got to see if Bud Crawford will really show the world that he's capable of beating some of the best welterweights in boxing. They've been saying for years, Crawford ain't fought nobody. He ain't did this, that. Now he's about to fight somebody that fought everybody. And Sean Porter. Salute to Sean Porter, man. You know what I'm saying? He knows that he's the massive underdog going into this fight, even despite him being the more experienced at the division. Most of the experts is picking Crawford. Everybody's pretty much picking Crawford to beat Sean. A lot of people expect a tough fight, competitive fight, the distance, etc. But the mass majority, people see Crawford's getting it done. Either by stoppage or just by dominating Sean Porter. We go see, man. It's going to be really, really interesting to see. Because even though your boy Bushido got Crawford knocking out Sean Porter anywhere from like 7 through 12, if Crawford separates himself from Sean Porter, meaning if he dominates Sean Porter like no other guy has, nobody has ever truly separated himself to where you say Sean Porter got his ass kicked. No, you never saw that. If Crawford does that, that's just as good as a knockout. Because nobody's never done that to Sean Porter. Salute to Damone Danes for the super chat. He says, Bud has a lot of fans in Vegas. He could sell. Oh, so he packing the house. Yeah. Mr. Gumbo, salute for the super chat. He said, my question is, can Porter take Bud's best shot? Because he can't. It's a shot night and it will be, whoa. It's night. All right, I'll reread that. My question is, can Porter take Bud's best shot? Because if he can't, it's a shot that will be night, and it will be the last time you see Sean Porter. Salute. Thank you for the super chat. I mean, that's a good question because Crawford got power in both hands. Sean Porter lunges in a lot, and Crawford can counter. Oh, my goodness. I don't know, man. I'm hoping to see a sharp Crawford tonight. Sharp. You know what I'm saying? We go see. I think it really depends on what type of fight Porter brings. But then again, for Porter, it's going to be depending on what type of fight Crawford brings. So Porter may not just bum rush Crawford. I don't think that'll be smart. I think he got more respect for Bud than that. You know what I'm saying? I think he got more respect for Bud than just rushing in. With a guy like Crawford who could punch from both hands, both stances. He throws uppercuts. He throws every punch you could throw. It's not wise. And I seen Jeremy Baby Anderson said that he was sparring Crawford. And he said that dude is crazy fucking strong. He said dude is crazy strong and he's smart as hell. He said they wasn't doing nothing serious, but you could just feel it. And he said dude was just strong as shit. And I heard that before. So Porter, if he can't out-muscle Crawford, it's going to be rough. Because I think that's one of Porter's main advantages going into this fight would be his strength. But if he's not stronger than Bud, he's not faster. He's not the most accurate puncher. Shit like that, it's going to be really, really ugly. Salute to YSM Sports Media in the building. What's going on? Y'all go subscribe to my boy YSM Sports Media. I'm telling you right now, YSM, Sean Porter ain't never been hit by Bud Crawford, bro. He ain't never been hit by Bud Crawford, bro. That's the difference. Bud Crawford be hurting these guys, bro. He's hurting fighters. Late in the fight, who else is out here hurting fighters that consistently? And Sean rushing in is going to be even more damage. He will have to fight. Sean Porter's going to have to fight the perfect fight. He's going to have to fight the best fight of his life tonight, I think. He's going to have to be the roughhouse dog. He's going to have to mix it up a lot. He's going to have to change levels. He's going to have to give it everything he got. Because you know Terrence Crawford is going to be showing up. Salute to Sean Porter, man. Straight up. Because these other guys was fucking very political with it. I mean, Sean Porter kind of WBO did their thing, whatever, but still. They seemed like they really wanted it anyway. They was calling them up and everything. They wanted to fight. Salute to Sean Porter. He has my respect, win, lose, or draw, period. He said, Jeff Horn 2.0. Watch tonight. Salute to Mr. Gumbo for another super chat. Hey, I see it being that way. Jeff Horn said the same damn thing. Jeff Horn himself said the same thing. I think he's out here. I think he said the same thing. Porter style is kind of similar to mine. Our approach. We rough. We come in, Salute to Damone Dance for super chat. He said Sean seems hollow or something is off with him. Yeah. I'm not looking too deep into it. I see what you're saying, Damone, but I'm not looking because Sean is a professional. You know what I'm saying? Sean is that guy that can be the best friend in the world, but when it's time to get in that ring, he's gonna come at you. He's gonna come at you. You know what I'm saying? He knows he's locked in. He's like a dog. He's locked in. He gonna have to go in there with another dog. Some did seem off though. He didn't seem as, confident. I don't know, man. I don't try to look too deep into the weigh-in stare downs, but yeah, Sean Porter felt it though. You believe that? He felt Terrence Crawford. He felt that shit, man. He felt it. Picasso says Porter said he's going to break Bud's rhythm. Porter does have the ability to break his rhythm. Just because he's a really good athlete. Fast feet, good footwork. He has underrated footwork, good speed. He's good at getting in. He's kind of clumsy at times, but he's really good athlete. Phenomenal athlete. This is a tough fight for Bud, like just looking at Sean's style. The more you think about it, just because of what we know Sean can do. And we know when it's the big fights, Sean Porter shows up. He shows up. The only guy we've seen that really handled Sean was Kell Brook. Kell Brook handled Sean. He was strong enough to deal with Sean. He clinched a lot. But he was strong enough to deal with him. Sean Porter got to be careful. Crawford can knock you out or rock you, whatever that 1-inch punch he got. He got a new punch, a 1-inch punch. He got so many different punches. He got a 1-inch punch. Sean got to be careful. This dude can switch southpaw and hit you with that 1-inch punch. You rushing in with them wide looping shots. Sean got to keep it tight tonight. He got to keep it tight tonight. He got to keep it tight. He got to fight the perfect game. He got to stay in Bud's chest. He got to make it ugly for Bud. It's going to have to be an ugly fight tonight. It's going to have to be Porter Birdo. He going to have to pull out the Birdo. That's what he going to have to do. Just really ugly. But then again, I don't know if that's a good idea. I don't know if that's a good idea. Because Crawford has a wide punch variety. He can punch from all ranges. It's not like he's a guy that really needs space. He'll fight you on the inside if he needs to. I think it's going to look similar to the Felix Diaz fight. Felix Diaz was a southpaw, and he had cleaner technique than Sean. I'll say he was faster too. Not faster as far as foot speed, but I think his punches was faster. Gonna be really, really, it's a really good fight, man. Really good fight to end the year for the holidays. Exciting matchup. I want to see if Errol Spence will be in the building. Will Errol Spence Jr. be in the building? Will Spence be in the building? I would like to think that mostly everybody will want to show up for this one. I would like to think that everybody will be there to support this one. And if Terrence Crawford stops Shawn Porter, he's number one on the pound-for-pound list in my book. Because Shawn Porter's better than all those guys Canelo fought recently. All of them. And if Crawford goes out there and dominates or stops this guy, come on. Come on. Not to mention, he's already on a streak. So then they'll start to really look like something. Like, wait a minute, this guy knocking out everybody now. Who's next? You know what I'm saying? I don't know, man. This is another day in the office for Shawn. But it's going to be a different one. He knows what he's up against, too. He got respect for Bud. They got respect for each other. Crawford says he's taking Shawn extremely seriously. He is not, he's prepared. He knows what he's up against. He told Bomac, give me the hardest camp you ever gave me. Because he knows what he's up against. Did Shawn Porter have that same type of camp, that same type of intensity amongst him commentating and podcasting and just living it up? Is Shawn Porter in it to win it tonight? Or is he just in it for the moment? To say I shared the ring with the best welterweights and I got to fight one of the best guys in the sport in Terrence Crawford. We go see if Shawn Porter's going to be able to trigger that fire. You know, he's older now. You know, been in some wars. He's been in some fights. One would say Crawford's the fresher fighter for sure. This could be really, really interesting tonight. Let's see what everybody's saying. Yeah, Porter had a draw with Julio Diaz. That's the only fight I seen with Shawn Porter, Draymond Green, where Porter was kind of like, it wasn't that dog in him. I didn't see that dog in Porter in that fight. In the Julio Diaz fight. Julio Diaz put something in Shawn in that fight. I'll just leave it at that. It wasn't the Shawn that we are used to seeing. We may see that tonight against Crawford. If you never seen it, go watch, see what I'm talking about. You may see it tonight. They already know. They got a lot of respect for Bud too. I think a little too much. Salute to Gumbo. He says Jeff Horn 2.02. That's why. Oh shit, these comments going. Damone Daniel, salute for another super chat. He says Bud is pissed off for greatness. Oh yeah. Oh, he said Errol Spence is in Vegas. YSM Sports Media says Spence is in Vegas. Oh, that's likely means he'll be in the building. He knows he got to be there. Draymond Green said Mean Machine's a lot better than Porter. Come on now. But see, what Porter lacks for in counterpunchability, punching power, the more technical shit that Mean Machine has, he makes up for it with his athleticism, his tenacity. You know what I'm saying? So it's a totally different fight, totally different style. You know what I'm saying? I think Mean Machine is a good fighter. I don't think he's as bad as people were saying he was. I think Crawford took a lot out of him, though. Salute to Mark Chalambos. What's going on? Michael Haley, what's going on? GK Black, I see you. Let me see. I think I missed some other shit, too. Yeah, man. What you think he hit Kell Brook with, AJ? What was that? Nobody still has a name for that punch. We talk about it all the time, man. Yeah, man. His hand speed is slower, bro. Porter telegraphs his punches. He smothers his punches. He's not the most accurate puncher. Man, this fight just spells action though, because Crawford could fight. He likes to fight. And Porter tried to bring that fighting. Crawford go bring it too. I'm interested in seeing what type of approach both guys bring though. Is Crawford going to try to box this fight? Is he going to try to be the bully? Is he going to try to be on the counterpunch? Is he going to sharpshoot? What is he going to do tonight? What is Sean going to try to do tonight? Is he going to try to be the brawler, the mauler? Or he's going to try to be the unpredictable, uses all his athleticism and his unpredictability, bouncing around the ring and shit, fighting off the back foot, moving around, giving Crawford something to really think about, leading him in and shit like that. This is a good barometer just to compare. And I already know what people going to say if Crawford makes it look easy, but it's a good testing gauge to see how Crawford matches up against Sean Porter, who went up against everybody. Now, he did lose against Kell, and Crawford beat Kell, but the narrative is that Kell Brook, you know, whatever. But, yeah, he said Kell Brook has a glass face. Yeah, he had one when Spence fought him too, though, Mike Jones. Spence called Kell Brook even fresh off a beatdown from Golovkin. And he, what was it, like 6 months later, he had to hop in the ring with Spence because of the IBF mandatory. So he had to squeeze back down, coming off a fucking broken orbital to fight Errol Spence. And Spence was still struggling with Buddy. So let's stop the cap, man. Kell Brook gave Crawford some good work. Those rounds he was in there with him. That jab was sharp as shit. Piston-like. And then Bud hit him with his own jab and fucking almost knocked him out the ring. He said, will Bud have his legs or did he overtrain? Sean was in the mountains too. Salute to Bond. Quee, what's going on? You say you think Bud's going to walk him down? Round 7. He might. He got a lot of different ways to approach the fight, so ain't no telling what Bud's going to do. I think Sean probably has about 2 or 3 ways. I think Bud has multiple, more than 2 or 3. So, well, he definitely has more than 2. But it's going to be interesting to see, man. Is Crawford going to be able to deal with Porter's tenacity? And, you know, is he going to be able to hurt Porter? You know, he hurt everybody he fought at welterweight so far. Some of these guys never been stopped. He's stopping guys that never been stopped and shit like that. So, Sean Porter's another guy that never been stopped. Yeah, that's right, Bon Quee. He's a warrior. He's never been knocked out. He said, will Bud have his legs or did he overtrain in the mountains? Porter was in the mountains too. So there goes that one. General Surcom says the glass face of Brook was giving Spence a boxing lesson, and Spence was behind on the scorecards. I am not impressed with Spence against a pure boxer. He said Bud ain't used his legs in the past couple of fights. Are they still there? I mean, we go see. That's a good question, though. Crawford hasn't used his legs. He's been more of a, I guess, what's that dude? Max Kellerman say he turned into a puncher boxer. So he's, you know, he's coming at you. We go see if he go come at Sean tonight. I don't think he's gonna do it, but we go see. I guess it just depends. I don't know what Bud go do tonight. I can't even tell you because he has so many different approaches, and I guess it really depends on what Sean's doing because he's a pretty well-rounded guy himself. So. Yeah, man. Hey, yeah, good one, AJ. I forgot about that. Kenny Porter. See, that's what I'm saying. I don't think the Porters had a better. I don't even want to say it because I don't want it to be like an excuse for Porter. But I'm gonna just call it how I see it. I don't think that just based off of Kenny Porter's energy, I don't feel that Kenny feels that his son is at his best or they had their best camp to go up in there with a guy like Bud. I think they're just kind of winging it and just gonna make the best of it. You know what I'm saying? That's what I got. Kenny said, like you said, I wasn't really feeling Kenny's energy. He wished he had better sparring. Yeah, he did. He did say that. He wished he had better sparring. I didn't get that same energy, like, you know, like they just was truly prepared for this fight. But good thing about Sean, though, he's always in shape. He's a disciplined guy. He's a professional. So I think we still gonna have a great fight, and I think we're gonna still see Sean give it his all. Despite his dad not seeming as confident as we've seen him in the past. Of course, they know of course, Kenny Porter has a lot of respect for Crawford. He knows Crawford is a real dog. Kenny Porter might pull his son out of the fucking fight, y'all. If it gets ugly for Sean to the point where he can't really do nothing with Crawford, Kenny might stop that shit. Kenny might save his son. They saw the energy, man. They felt that shit. They felt it. It was a different energy. You know what I'm saying? It was a different energy. Hit that like button for your boy. We got 51 people in the building, and it's not even 10 o'clock in the Central Time. We are hitting it right now. Everybody hit that like button for your boy. We got a real fight tonight, man. We got a real fight tonight. A real fight. Yeah, man. Yeah, AJ. Crawford team is just, man. It's like they know. It's like they know. It's like they know everybody, his whole family, his mom, his sister, Bernie. They just seem super, super confident. Like this, like they know Bud gonna go out there and get it done. It's no doubt. Bomac just crazy. Bud ready to put on the show, man. This is the moment. That's right, man. YSM says, I need to see like 48 likes, like ASAP. Facts, man. Y'all hit that like button, man. This is it, you guys. Crawford finally got one of these dudes in the ring, and we go see. We go see if Crawford truly is a generational type fighter. Like Bomac said, he's a guy that you see every 20 years. We go find out tonight if Crawford really is that guy. We go find out tonight. This is great. I'm excited because these are two well-disciplined dudes. You know what I'm saying? They fight with their heart. They go give it their all. They go come to win. This is a fucking real fight, man. It's a real fight tonight. I think Porter looking like, man, I thought we was cool, man. Hey, WJ Lucky, you ain't lying. He says extremes. The word extreme. Yeah, that's a good one. Extreme Spence fans don't want Crawford to get the stoppage because Spence couldn't stop Porter. Exactly. They don't want Bud to outdo him again because he already outdid one Kell Brook, but they found a way to really, really downplay Kell. So with Sean, they can't really do it. You know what I'm saying? But they may find a way to do it. They go find a way. But if Errol Spence is in Vegas and if Errol Spence, he needs to show up and he needs to get in the ring with Crawford. That's what needs to happen tonight. If Crawford is successful tonight, because I don't want to do Sean like that. But if Crawford is successful tonight, I expect Spence to get his ass in that motherfucking ring, and we can get this show on the road. Hey, he may come in with some headbutts, AJ. He might. He might. I don't know, man. I think the difference between the other guys that Porter fought from Bud, though, is that Bud could actually fight. Of course, Keith could fight too, because Keith was banging with his ass. All them actually, they was all banging. Honestly, all the top welterweight, they was banging with Sean. They was all banging. But if we see a bang and Crawford's out banging Sean, what other hope does he have? Just like many guys say, you're not going to outbox him. It's almost impossible. Salute to Latch Puma Skills. I see you in the building. He said Bomac said he won't let Spence in the ring. Man, Bomac better move out the way. Oh, he mad. Jay Cooley mad. Man, Arrow don't want no smoke, bro. Arrow don't want no smoke. It took Sean Porter to step up first. It should be Arrow any fucking way. It shouldn't even be Crawford Porter. It should be Crawford Spence or Spence Crawford. But now, once again, it's Sean Porter tying up his boots, putting on his uniform, grabbing his fucking bayonet, putting on his motherfucking helmet, getting ready to go on the front lines. Instead of the king of the welterweight division, Errol Spence Jr. He's sending Sean Porter out there first because he know the boogeyman's coming. Big A says Sean is a slickster. That weak energy he's displayed is just skullduggery. He still gets a hold this L tonight, but he's just trying to play man against Bud before the fight. He probably is. Who knows what's really going on through Sean's head in this photo? You know what I'm saying? Who knows? Sinus King says Spence better take the easy route home if he's not fighting Crawford next. I'm telling you. Hey, that better not happen, WJ. He said Bud could have fought the other what other champions, Jay Cooley? What other champions? What other champions, bro? Keith Thurman, what'd he say? Oh, nobody wants the WB no belt. Remember that? They were saying all that shit. He was too focused on Pacquiao. Errol Spence. Oh, my goodness. Do I need to go there? Do I need to go there with Spence for the 1,000th time? All the bullshit he put into the boxing universe? He's the cause of this shit. They should have been fought 3 fucking times. Wilder and Fury fought 3 times. It takes 2 to tango. Demetrius Andrade was in the center of the ring calling out everybody in the fucking world. You can only fight who wants to fight. Salute to Jason Quigley. These guys that step up. Sean Porter, salute. While guys like Spence play Hollywood. Put on his fucking diva hat. Crawford done way more than him. Held way more titles. Fought way more unbeaten fighters. Olympic caliber fighters. Not guys coming off losses. Not guys that's been beaten and stopped. Not a bunch of little fucking dudes. Salute to Damone Dance for the super chat. He says Bud has put an entire division on notice. Spence, Boots, Ortiz, Spence has got to fight Bud after this performance tonight. Solidified pound for pound status. Now divisions are weak. You know what I'm saying? I mean, what do you mean, Jay Cooley? What do you mean divisions are weak? Now the division was weak. I swear that wasn't the narrative back then. Nobody was saying that shit back then. Guys like Danny Garcia got up out of there. He didn't want to fight Postal. Like, what you mean division was weak? Do people remember that different times of boxing? Like, Crawford still out here doing his thing, even from back then. Like, guys like Postal is not even the same guy no more. Guys like Ndago not even the same guy no more. Felix Diaz, all these guys are not the same guys anymore. Only the strong survive. Sean Porter took some losses, but guess what? He's still here. But usually when the Grim Reaper gets a hold of them, they never the same. Usually when the Grim Reaper gets a hold of them, they never the same. Similar to what Floyd was doing to motherfuckers. Except he's beating up people. So we go see what Spence decides to do, Jay Cooley, the king of the welterweight division. We go see. We go see if he even mentions Crawford's name. Because Crawford, as we all know, just requested WBC to be Spence's mandatory. He requested to be Spence's mandatory. So what are we talking about here? He looking for Spence in all places. He making sure he gets Spence. He went to the WBC and told them, hey, I'm a champ, but I'll make me his motherfucking mandatory like he did for these other people. So he can't go nowhere. I'm coming. I mean, if that ain't going after a fighter, I don't know what is. He's already a champion. He going the mandatory route. Yeah, Bon Qui. Crawford does have some of the longest reach in division. I think Boots does too. For Crawford's height, he has long arms. So Porter got to get around his reach. There's a lot of things Porter going to have to deal with. This could be probably a lot Crawford's going to have to deal with. This could be a really good fight. Hey, I ain't listening to Bob. How many times have we heard Bob say this, Bob say that? Crawford Taylor probably would be a great fight. And if they did say it's fight by fight basis, that means Crawford would likely be on the free agent mode, bouncing around. Why not keep a good relationship with ESPN Top Rank? He probably don't necessarily have a great relationship with Bob, but the other people that work with Top Rank, that's probably a different story. ESPN, the biggest sport network in the world, why not leave it open to do work with them again? Josh Taylor, he's a real guy. He's a real fighter. He's a real champion. That's a good fight. Good option. International. Especially if Spence continues to play games. Ugas is tied up. Who knows? They threw Ugas, they threw him off a cliff. And now he got to find his way back up. Crawford requested to be Spence's mandatory. Hey, you ain't lying, Freddie, bro. Wow. Thank you. The people that dislike Crawford and push for this fight is now falling back because they don't believe him. I'm telling you, bro. These are the same guys that push for this fight, bro. We didn't ask for this. Bud Nation did not ask for Crawford Porter. We wanted Crawford Spence. But the boxing world magically pushed off Porter into the forefront. They kept saying he need to fight this guy. The other champions in the division was big timing on Bud. Like Bud didn't do nothing. But they knew Bud was a problem. So that's why they did that shit. It was smart. It was smart because it worked. They knew Crawford was coming. They knew he was a problem. So they found ways to manipulate the media and the fans into thinking Crawford ain't fought nobody. He ain't done nothing. He need to prove himself at this weight class. You wouldn't dare see Crawford tell Taylor that shit, that weak ass shit. Oh, you had to go fight somebody first. Oh, go get a belt, do this, and then, you know, maybe we can make something happen. Nah, you ain't gonna see none of that weak ass shit. You see, on Bushido Boxing, I'm not about to sit here and sugarcoat the bullshit. That was some bullshit. How you gonna tell the guy, and this is what my boy YSM Sports Me always say, how you gonna tell the man in a weight class below you that he got to go do this, do that in the third? This guy was the man. He just wasn't some ordinary fighter, some regular champion or one division. He was a multi-division champion, and he was undisputed in that weight class. Ring lineal in 2 weight classes prior, and you go tell this motherfucker that he got to do this. Man, come on, bro. If that's not, that was a duck move back then. But see, people were so caught up into the bullshit that they was doing over there. You know, Crawford is the guy who ain't really talking, who ain't really out here hanging out with rappers and shit. He just want to fight. These dudes said he didn't deserve to fight. Pacquiao wanted $40 million to fight this dude. Manny Pacquiao wanted $40 million to fight this dude. Canelo Alvarez money to fight this guy. Come on, man. These people, come on, man. Have y'all watched what these people been saying? The other fighters, the trainers, the experts, you've been watching it? Like, come on, man. No other division is there outside of street. No other division, bro. They only did it for Crawford. They actually locked Boo Boo Andrade out the whole shit all together. But Crawford, they built the street for him. They built the street. And now Sean Porter finally decided to take that barricade down and walk across. Salute to Sean Porter, man. He gets the utmost respect from me. And he deserved to be in the Hall of Fame. All that shit. Just because he's a warrior, a true warrior in a modern era, social media era of boxing, where there was a lot of diva shit going on. But he always put it on the line. And I feel like a guy like Crawford just needs the opportunity, man. You'd be crazy to think a guy like Crawford who got shot in the head and shit like that is scared to get in the ring and fight some motherfucking body. Crazy as hell. Why you think your boy Bushido called this dude Kumite? Because I see that killer edge in this guy. This dude lives for the fucking fight. I don't see too many boxers with that killer edge like that. Just live for the fight. Just loves the fight. Eddie Rayner says Porter will win. Based off of what, man? I'll be surprised if he does. Yes, that's right, Bon Kui. Hey, come on, WJ Luckett. Let's just talk the facts, bro. Pacquiao wanted $40 million to fight Crawford, and he only agreed to $20 million to fight Spence. The harder work requires more money. It works that way in boxing and sports too. I'm just saying. Pacquiao been around. He knows what the fuck he looking at. These guys know what they talking about. But Porter about to put it to the test tonight. No, Juwan Davis. I know Porter ain't ducking nobody. I know that. I know Showtime Sean Porter ain't ducking nobody. Salute to Baki Hama. I see you in the building. Hit that like button for your boy. Yeah. Spence got to prove to me that he wasn't ducking. I like Errol Spence, so don't get it misconstrued. I just hate when y'all come on here with these lies. I like Errol Spence. You know what I'm saying? I don't think he's a better fighter than Crawford. But I think he's as far as like holding it down for, I think Spence is that guy. But as far as his boxing shit, man, this guy's a demon. This guy's a demon. It's going to take somebody like Boots Ennis, in my opinion. Because like Bernard Hopkins said, like many guys have been saying, if you've been watching what the experts been saying, Bernard Hopkins said, man, y'all better leave this guy alone for the next couple of years. He's on another level right now. Bernard Hopkins, an IQ fighter, said, y'all better leave this guy alone. Shakur Stevenson, a young IQ fighter, said, y'all better leave this dude alone. That's their words. They said, leave him alone. You say, you know, PBC. Yeah, man, that's old news. The PBC don't do business with Top Rank. Man, they better do business. They doing business now. They did business with Wilder and Fury. They made a lot of money. But despite all that, AJ, despite all that, Bud Crawford had Chico Lopez, WBC guy, ask Mauricio Sulaiman at the convention to make him a mandatory to fight Errol Spence Jr. That's all the fucking proof you need. All this other shit is just smoke and mirrors. Yeah, I like Spence too, Baki. You know what I'm saying? But he's trying to fight everybody but Bud. He ain't even trying to fight Keith. You know what I'm saying? He ain't trying to fight Keith. But he's trying to fight everybody but Crawford. We gonna see what he gonna do tonight, after tonight, if Crawford can beat Showtime Sean Porter. We gonna see. Another thing, I don't know, man. I don't want to say too much more about, because there's a lot of things negative going to this fight, in my opinion, for Sean. But I don't want to really put it out there into the universe. I don't really want to put it into the universe. I don't want to give the Spence fans anything, because they like to come up with excuses all the time. Hey, they were so mad at that Drizzy KO. Salute, bro. They were so mad. Why y'all so mad, bro? Get on Spence. It's y'all fault. I told y'all. Now Spence now experts and other fighters are saying Spence ain't the same guy. He's damaged goods. Timothy Bradley came out and said Spence is damaged. He's done. Like, he's like, they say they don't. So what are we even talking about here? Yes, it has. Thank you. It's been terrible, Samuel. Thank you. I wish I could pin that shit. It's been terrible. It's a lot of fucking bullshit, man. It's the post-Mayweather era of boxing. These dudes doing shit without really, I don't know, man. Salute to New World Quarter. He says, Porter looking like food at the weigh-in, bro. Man, he looking, I don't know. Hey, what do y'all think about Porter's energy? Salute to Kush the Greatest. What's going on? Yeah, but what do y'all think, man? I don't know. What do y'all think about Porter, man? What do y'all think about Porter's energy at the weigh-in? Should we be looking into it? Or we just shouldn't really look into it? Porter's gonna come do his thing. I don't know if I ever seen this kind of I don't know if I've seen this from Porter before. Going into a fight, just like this. You know what I'm saying? I just don't know. He could be playing mind games. AJ Johnson, salute for the super chat, bro. He says, I do believe that Spence is part of the blame for sure. Bro, it takes two to make a fight, bro. Spence did not have to do any of that shit. He was drunk as fuck on the stage talking that shit. He didn't have to do any of that shit. But guess what? He saw that the fans loved it. His fans loved it. And then he knew that he could stall the fight out. Derek James coming out talking shit. They was trying to stall the fight out. Oh, we don't do business with Bob Arum and all this shit. Instead of just trying to do business and make a great fight for the sport, to take the spotlight from fucking guys like Canelo Alvarez. Yeah. Okay. Porter just looks normal. Man, let me ask you guys this. Does Spence come right back into a fight with Terrence Crawford? Hop right into the fire and fight Bud? Does he? Is that a depending on how Crawford looks tonight? Let's just say if Crawford's dominant against Sean Porter, which has never been done. Almost similar to Kell Brook getting out dominated by Bud like nobody done before. Amir Khan. Does Spence hop right in the ring with Crawford? Man, I'm telling you, AJ, that's my thing, bro. He should have made that fight years ago. He was hot. He was fresher. That's before all the excessive bullshit and inactivity, injuries, yellow beezy, before all that really kicked off hard, man. That was a fight for boxing. That was a fight for black boxing. And motherfuckers found a way to just fuck that up. Yeah, Bud grown into that weight, bro. Darren Young. I think if you heard what Jared Anderson said Crawford was strong. He said dude was strong as shit. He said he's a strong man. So and he said he punched hard too. He said he punched like he was a 180 pounder. That's what Baby Anderson said about Bud. So yeah. I think Porter's best chance in the strength department probably would have been early on when Crawford first moved up. Back when Porter was kind of trying to be Hollywood because he had a belt and they were trying to keep everything in-house and shit. Yeah, salute to Kofi's Universe. Y'all go subscribe to Kofi's Universe. He says Bud probably rehydrated 160, 165 tonight. Porter probably 170, 175 and slow. Yeah, I think Bomac said Crawford never really gets over 167. Like on a walk around. So fight night, he probably be around what you just stated. 160, 165. Von Kui says Crawford can bench press more than Arrow. Did y'all see Crawford lifting weights? No, I didn't see that. I mean, they say he's really fucking strong. You say he could deadlift 525? Man, hell nah, bro. Get the fuck out of it. Because what? Nah, bro. You mean tell me he could just pick up 525 pounds, bro? Nah, man. Where y'all see that at? Because I just starting to get into the weightlifting shit. Man, hell nah. 525, bro. Nah. I mean, I already know Bud is super strong. They say this dude is crazy strong. So, but 525, dog, that's almost fucking like, oh, he said 4. Okay, so some people saying 500, others saying 455. Either way, that's a lot of fucking weight, bro. 455 is a lot, bro. He said there's a video of him deadlift. I thought it was 450. God damn. I mean, for the guys that lift weights, let me ask you this. Is that a lot for a guy his size? That's really not even supposed to be lifting weights, really. You said I seen him deadlift 4 plates myself. God damn, dude. He said, I told you Crawford's stronger. Yeah, man. He might be one of those special guys. That's probably one of those special guys. Long, wiry arms and really fucking strong. He's probably one of those strong, skinny dudes. Oh, so y'all say yes. So that's not really normal. Because he it's not like he's a short, stocky dude. He's like 100-something pounds. You know what I'm saying? A man that can get down to 147, I couldn't imagine getting that small. I couldn't. It's just impossible. He could deadlift 555. Come on, bro. Yeah, that's strong. Hey, wrestling is strong. Them wrestlers strong, bro. Wrestlers are really strong, really good core, good legs. You know what I'm saying? No, you know what they do, Tyrone Robinson? They put everything on pay-per-view, like they doing with this fucking Ortiz Charles Martin fight, which I think is a fucking terrible idea. Why put a good matchup like that on pay-per-view so nobody go see it? That doesn't make sense. That doesn't make sense to put a heavyweight card like that on pay-per-view. Like, why would you put Charles Martin and Luis Ortiz? Nobody ain't even seen these guys. Why? Because that's how they pay them. That's how. That's why. Yeah, man. We talking about his core and his legs and shit. We talking about strength. We're talking about strength. How's that fanboy shit? Strength is important. You know what I'm saying? We talking about strength. Shawn Porter is known as a guy that's strong. Crawford is also known as a guy that's strong. Who's going to be stronger in the fight? Who's going to be able to push who back in the clinch? That's what I'm saying. Yeah, I don't know either. Yeah, I know Freddie G. I think Crawford seen Porter before a while because of all the guys he's fought leading up into now. Felix Diaz was similar. Jeff Horn was similar. Very aggressive guys. Horn is actually bigger. We've seen him fight the long, tall, rangy counterpunchers. And Kid says, I can't believe it. Y'all see his back at the weigh-ins? I would be surprised if it was an early knockout. Damn. Hey, 455 is a lot, huh? Next time I get back in the gym, I'm gonna try to lift some shit. I'm gonna try to deadlift some shit, see what I can get. I'm gonna see what I can get. I'm gonna see if I could even lift 455. I'm like 200. I'm like around between 200 and 210. I'm around that weight. I'm gonna see if I can lift or even close to that. I'm gonna try that. Yeah, looking like Baki with the back muscles. That's what I'm trying to get too. I'm trying to get them fucking back muscles. I say that shit takes a lot of work, man. Takes a lot of work to get the back like that. That's strength. But a lot of these guys got strong backs. These fighters, strong. A lot of work. He says, what happens when Porter starts to feel the impact of Crawford body shots in the later rounds? Yeah, no, Crawford does work the body too. And Porter, he throws wide enough to work. A guy like Crawford will definitely sneak in there and pop him. We seen him sneak in there on Dongo, hit him with a two-piece, quick. Of course, Porter's the shorter guy. I think Crawford's going to hurt Porter with an uppercut. I think Porter's going to get hurt with an uppercut tonight. And then I think that's going to be the beginning of the end. I think it's going to be some type of uppercut. I'm not sure which stance. It may be southpaw stance because Crawford could throw that southpaw stance uppercut. And it's tricky. It comes from out of nowhere. So we got to see. We're going to see how the pace of the fight goes, the tempo. If Porter's able to get some rounds off, you know what I'm saying? We're going to see if Crawford could be able to adapt to Porter. We're going to see if Crawford could be able to, if Porter can keep up with Crawford. It's going to be a really good fight tonight. The fans win in the end. You said handstand, push-ups, and flies. Wait, what y'all talking about? Wait. Man, get up out of here. But that's just the narrative. That a lot of guys that wrestle with Bud or whatever, they say the dude is crazy strong. Bigger guys. You know what I'm saying? They say the dude's strong. Craig Smith says Crawford done fought every type of fighter there is in boxing. Let me think about that. I think you might be right. Let me think about it. Just think about it. He fought the boxer guy. He fought the rugged dude. Who did he fight that really was slick? Did he fight any slicksters? I can't think about it. Any slicksters, Craig Smith. Guys that was fighting off the back foot a lot. I can't think about it. Hey, Spence should have been moved up, bro. He should have been moved up, man. That's another reason why I say he should have been fought Crawford, man. He's a guy that's really looking bad at these weigh-ins now, cutting his weight. He's been cutting weight for a long time. Crawford is at his third weight class. Spence still in the same weight class. It's been time for him to move up. But he's going to try to squeeze it out for 1 or 2 more fights. And one of those fights have to be Terrence Crawford. There's no more time for playing with Spence, man. There's no more time to waste it, especially if he's really injured and shit with his eye. You know what I'm saying? Like, you don't know how much time he got left. Oh, yeah. Gamboa, Crawford said that was a tough fight for him because Gamboa was more experienced and he was still kind of green at the time. And Gamboa was a fucking gold medalist. His hands was fast as shit and he was hitting hard. But Gamboa wasn't the on the back foot Cuban. But he had lightning quick hands with a crazy punch variety. I can't remember if he was all moving around the ring a lot. I can't remember. I remember that being a hell of a fight, though. But they found a way to downplay the shot of that shit, man. That was a really good fight when it happened. Because that was the fight where we saw if Crawford was really the real deal. And we saw him do some of everything in that fight. We saw him go through adversity. We see him take it on the chin, get actually hurt, and then come back and knock him. You know what I'm saying? We saw all that shit. But years later, that's like a thorn in his side because they now, he got hurt by little Gamboa. But back then, Gamboa was a stud. You know what I'm saying? Gamboa was a different fighter back then. God, man. Hey, man, detached retinas, I don't know. I don't think Gamboa was slick, Tyrone Robinson. He was more of he's like, he's not like Lara, and he was more of he was throwing punches. He was coming to fight. He's a volume puncher, yeah. He said, I hate to say this is Crawford's first test. No, I think all the fights Crawford, Porter, like I said, Horn and Diaz was similar in approach. It was very similar. In your face type of guys. And he fucking beat the shit out of them dudes, especially Horn. But you never saw Felix Diaz again after that. And Horn was never the same. I mean, this is the same Horn that beat Manny Pacquiao. Manny Pacquiao was supposed to knock out Jeff Horn, just like Terrence Crawford did, right? No, he didn't. Pacquiao, despite the fucking people say about that fight, he was supposed to knock out that dude with only 14 fights. But he didn't. He went to war with that guy. Crawford beat the shit out of that dude. That same guy. The same Pacquiao beats Keith Thurman. So like I said, who's really the best? Who's really the best? Ugas beat Pacquiao. Keith Thurman didn't. One may say Pacquiao was old, whatever. Eugenio Ugas came out there and fought a great fight and beat Manny. Keith Thurman didn't beat Manny. How good is Keith Thurman? If Crawford, see what the Spence fans fear was what the big problem is that they fear that Crawford, if Crawford looks impressive against Porter tonight, better than Spence, which he already did against Kell Brook, it's gonna be over for him. They know it's gonna be over for him. Because it's gonna be a mass majority of people saying that Terrence Crawford is better than Spence. The narrative is going to really change if Terrence Crawford has a chance to really show the world. If he shows the world tonight, he is who he say he is, or who a lot of people believe he is. That's what's going to happen. The narrative is going to change that Terrence Crawford is better than Errol Spence. And it may even change that he's the best boxer in the world, even over Canelo. We'll see how long that lasts. But he must look impressive against Sean tonight for that to even take place. But if it's just like any other Sean Porter fight where it's competitive, it's a split decision, then things will probably remain the same. That he's just about as level as everybody else because Sean Porter is that testing gauge. Yeah, Boots Ennis is really strong. Boots Ennis is strong as hell. He's going to be tough. That'll probably be Crawford's toughest fight now, honestly. It would have been Spence 3 years ago. But I think right now, I think Crawford beats the shit out of Spence. I think it'll be pretty lopsided too. Especially if Crawford smokes Porter tonight, oh man, that's gonna really set my mind to where Crawford he's gonna dominate. He'll beat the shit out of Spence. He'll beat the shit out of Spence. Because Porter has some things that can give Crawford problems. Porter has fast feet and shit like that. Spence don't got fast feet and shit. Pretty textbook. Crawford gonna beat the shit out of him. I don't know if that's the case. Hey, that was a great fight though, Spence and Porter. Everybody hit that like button for your boy. That was a great fight though, Spence Porter. It was a really good fight. But I expected Spence to really dominate Porter, but I was really surprised at how Porter was able to land on Spence, how Porter was able to keep up with Spence, how Porter was able to spin Spence. Porter was making Spence look pretty bad. Honestly, the knockdown was the difference. Keith Thurman made it look easier than that. You know what I'm saying? Is this why Errol's staying away from Keith? Because Keith Thurman has a style that can give Spence problems. Salute to Peter Fresco, Bob. What's going on, man? I see you. Yeah, man. That was the best chance, Freddie Free. You know what I'm saying? Best chance of Spence and all these guys to really hop on Crawford when he was fresh. Now he's acclimated to the weight. And now he's pretty pissed off. And now he's on a mission. You know what I'm saying? These guys kind of falling off. And Porter got the Porter way. And, you know, he's commentating and falling asleep on the ESPN. And, you know what I'm saying? Like, salute the Boxing Gems. He says, much respect creator to creator. If they need to see Crawford fight for his 38th fight to know if he's legit, then it says more about them than Crawford. Facts. And you guys go subscribe to Boxing Gems. Yes, thank you. He says, yep, his 38th fight to know he's legit. Thank you, bro. Dude got almost 40 fights. And they still asking is he legit. That's got to be the craziest shit ever, man. Y'all go subscribe to Boxing Gems. Man. He said, look how easy Spence beat down Danny. But Danny ain't the same, bro. Danny ain't the same. Danny chilling, man. And he talking about going up to 154. Danny's his own autopilot, man. Boxing's part-time for him now. He getting a lot of money outside of boxing. He said only almost 40 fights against poo butts. Man, those are some solid fighters Crawford fought. And every last one of them was supposed to be his toughest fight. But see, he beat him so soundly and shit. And, you know, now those guys was never that good. But back then, those were some good fighters when he fought them. Nobody was saying that shit back then. Everybody was just excited to see another fighter that was being consistent other than Floyd Mayweather because AB fell off. AB wasn't showing to be consistent. But then there was another guy who wasn't as loud, as brash, as outspoken, but he was doing his thing in Terrence Crawford. Consistent. Consistently dominating the opposition. This shit gonna be fun tonight. I'm going live tonight too, guys. As soon as the fight starts, so be sure to stop in. Just check in with your boy. Should be a pretty big live tonight with this fight. Yeah, man. Crawford fought Olympic caliber guys, undefeated guys, just champions and shit. And they poo butts, you know, just because they don't know who they are. Just because they're not a Mikey Garcia who just lost against well, who? Yeah, he gave Mikey that fight easy. Yeah. Right, Drizzy KO. He said people crap on Bud resume, but Amir Khan already whooped Chris Algieri, who was Spence's best performance. Robbed by Lamont, too. Yeah. Yep. Chris Algieri, bro. What Spence say? He said Chris Algieri was better than what's dude's name? Oh man. He was just saying anything though. Chris Algieri, bro. He who lost like 2 out of his last 3 going into that fight or some shit like that. Like, come on, man. Hey, you ain't lying, WJ Luckett. I'm with you. Canelo he's doing, for him to have the reins of boxing, to be the face of boxing, he's doing a disservice to the sport, in my opinion. And that'll just be my only take on Canelo on this video, on this live. The level of fighters, I guess you could say that. Porter's a different level. We gonna see. We gonna see tonight. We gonna see tonight. Because Kell Brook gave Spence hell. Kell Brook beat Sean Porter. And even though Kell Brook was damaged to Kell Brook, he still gave Spence hell. Kell Brook was coming off some wins. He was looking good. He said he was in the best shape of his life. He went up in there against Crawford and gets dominated. Well, not necessarily dominated. He looked good against Bud. His jab fucked Bud's eye up. Bud hit him with the 1-inch punch, finished him off. Now Kell Brook wasn't the same guy. His face was broken, you know, and all this shit. So we're going to see what they're going to say about Sean tonight after Bud runs him out the ring. Bud requested his best training camp from Bomac. And this is a guy that already stays in the gym all year round. There's no podcast. Just Call of Duty and fighting. This shit gonna be fun tonight, though, you guys. All bullshit aside. It's gonna be a fun fight. We gonna see, man. Sean Porter, how old is he now? 34, 33, 34? Been in a lot of wars. He got a lot of respect for Crawford. His dad don't seem too confident. He didn't like the sparring that he got. They just felt they probably could have got better sparring going into a fight with a guy like Bud. Fotex said Porter doing it just for a payday. Hey, I asked the question earlier, but you pretty much came out and said it. Is Porter just happy to be here? You know, even though I lose, even if I lose, they gonna say, you know, I'm great because, you know, I fought everybody. I expect him to give it his all, regardless, because he's a dog. That is who he is at heart. He's a nice dog, but he's a mean dog in that ring. But we gonna see because he's in there with another mean dog. Spence got dog too, so I mean, but Crawford is another dog. We go see. I can't tell y'all what kind of fight it's gonna be. Honestly, there's none of that in this live of me predicting how this fight gonna be, or I just don't know. They're two versatile guys. I don't know what approach they're gonna bring to this fight. I couldn't tell you honestly. That's what makes it so interesting. When that bell rings, what approach are these guys gonna bring to the fight? Kenny Porter wanted Boots for sparring. Yeah, they wanted him. They wanted Boots, man, because Boots would have been perfect to emulate Crawford. I think he's probably the only guy that could do it. I think he's the only guy that could probably do it. And they couldn't get him. Sean said he ain't fucking with Boots at all. So that says a lot about Boots. Sean getting some money to fight Crawford. I think it's probably his highest guarantee, but we're gonna see. Everybody buy that pay-per-view. Yeah, man. Hey, WJ, that's what I'm saying, bro. He says, I think Porter was too busy to really train for this fight. He fell asleep commentating. And all I hear, he only started training about a month. Whoa! That's what it seemed like, bro. Honestly, it seemed like he trained only a month ago. You know what I'm saying? I'm telling you, the Porter, they just Crawford's stopping this guy tonight, man. He's stopping him. Porter's getting stopped. And it's going to make Crawford look like he's the best thing smoking because nobody else has done it. And like I said in my Canelo video, or did I say in that one? I said Crawford stopping Porter is better than anything Canelo has done recently. Yep, I said it. Crawford dominating or stopping Sean Porter tonight is better than anything Canelo has done recently. Hey, that's what it seems like, Boxing Gems. He says Crawford seems like a rare fight that you have to kill to beat. That's the difference. He won't try to survive if he's down. He will become a maniac. Yeah, man. Yeah. We go see what type of fight Crawford brings tonight, man. He's been trying to be the bully lately. I want to see him box again. Me personally. I want to see him box tonight. I want to see him do some boxing tonight. We seen him bully. Well, he boxed against Benavidez, but it was kind of hard to get in on a guy that's that big. I mean, Benavidez just was fighting at middleweight and shit. So he had to find a way to get in, and it took some time to get in on that guy. And he was a counterpuncher. But Porter's a shorter guy who comes in, and Crawford likes those guys. He can fight off the back foot. He can switch stances while doing it. So which shot is the power shot? You know what I'm saying? Salute the shot, man. He's going up in there with a dynamic-ass fighter. He can fight off the back foot switching. So, I mean, he's real smart. Porter may have success in the first 2 or 3 rounds. Maybe. He breaks you down really quick. Yeah, Lee Sal. I'll have him as pound for pound number 1 if he stops Porter tonight or dominates Sean. Nobody's ever dominated Sean Porter. Kell Brook didn't even dominate him. That was a majority decision. So if Crawford dominates Sean or stops him tonight, yeah, hell yeah. Absolutely. There's no failed drug test for Terrence Crawford. There's no rehydrations and stipulations on fighters for Terrence Crawford, man. It's none of that shit. This is a real fight. We gonna see if Porter's gonna bring it out of him, man. I don't know. Yeah, Benavidez is taller and stronger. Yeah, man. Yeah, that shows what type of fighter Benavidez is. Hell, you saw the guy he was fighting? He came off of 3 years off. And he fought that guy. He lucky he got the draw, but yeah, 3 years off and hopping there with that guy. A bad matchup. That was a bad matchmaking. Fighting Manuel Torres. I don't know about all that yet. You got to prove that still, man. That's something we can determine a little later. It's a little too early to tell. But he might be one of those every 20 year, once in a lifetime, pound for pound great fighters, bro. We go see. If Crawford is able to get the fights that he needs, the Porters, we starting with Porter. But if he's able to get the Keefs, because he talks about Keefe a lot, because he thinks that's an even bigger fight than this one. And then he gets Spence. And maybe if Ugas can get past the bullshit that WBA put him in, or, you know, he can go undisputed in 2 weight classes, etc. So, yeah, he'll go down as all-time great type of guy for sure. You have to give him that. Fuck the ticket sales and the money generated. You know what I'm saying? So if he's able to get the rest of the fights he needs, at this point of his career, at this tail end of his career, then yeah, he could go down as one of the greatest. Especially if he go undefeated too. Because he's fighting guys in their prime. He's, you know, Crawford, and he's not a guy who has the politics of boxing and the big money behind him to really manipulate things. So he got to just fight. You got to just fight. And the fight dude that's willing to fight him, he got to, you know, it's different. He said Spinks killed the other eye. Yeah, they say when your orbital breaks, it's easier to break the other side. That's what they say. I'm not a doctor. Boxer Jim says Canelo is pound for pound. It just leaves sour taste saying it. He isn't doing what most want him to do. He just give scorecards and do it. Yeah. That's it. It's bullshit, man. It's not like how you go tell fans I can do what I want, like, and you go give your fans macabre. How could Canelo fans be like? How could you guys be really okay with that? He said, "Oh, he was damaged from Triple G." Yeah, Kell Brook was damaged from Triple G. Spence struggled with Brook, man. I was all the way with Spence in that fight, bro. I was nervous Spence was gonna lose, bro. Honestly, watching that fight, all in with Spence. That's the hometown. You know what I'm saying? I'm not from Texas, but you know, it's USA all day. You know what I'm saying? So I'm automatic. The British people giving him a hard time, him and Derek James a hard time out there and shit. Man, I was nervous that Spence was losing that fight. He wasn't necessarily looking great either until Kell Brook's durability gave in. And then he's turned it up on him and got him up out of there. But he wasn't looking good. I was nervous he was going to go out there and fucking lose. Because I knew how they do people, especially American fighters in the UK. So, yeah. Spence, you know, he wasn't looking. He was hittable. He was getting hit and shit. But that was a younger, fresher Spence too, man. How would this older weight drain Spence be able to take those type of shots today? The one that's been in the accidents, the one that's dealing with the inactivity and, you know, not living the most disciplined lifestyle outside of the sport, gaining weight between fights. All that shit adds up, man. A guy like Crawford don't do all that stuff. And that's why his fans should be upset with themselves for sitting here co-signing the Hollywood bullshit. They should have been on this dude's ass, making sure he's ready for a guy like Terrence Crawford in a year or so. Because that dude ain't fucking playing games. But see, they don't look at it like that. They just look at it, oh shit, he's the A side. And, you know, Bob Arum and all this bullshit. Now they're not confident. Deep down, they're not confident that Spence can go up in there and beat this guy now. So they hoping, they praying that Sean Porter makes Crawford look bad tonight. That's what's happening. They praying that Sean Porter shows up and make Crawford look human. That's what they want. Because, well, they did so because since Spence looked at human against Porter, now if Bud looks human, well, they both looked human. They all about the same level. Crawford ain't the best. He barely beat Porter. Yep. Y'all evil. Hey, that side of the street shit really just come on, man. Because remember back when Spence first came on the scene before he got his belt, man. Honestly, the way I felt about him, I was already in with him, and I thought he was gonna be that guy that was gonna break the Mayweather era mold. Just go up in there and fight the best guys, like he said he was going to. I mean, he fought some good guys, but once that Terrence Crawford shit started, of course he didn't fight Keith, but once that Terrence Crawford shit started, that's when things got interesting. Like, wait a minute, okay, now a guy like Bud's coming up here to challenge Spence, and we thinking we go get this super fight. The Captain America, Iron Man of boxing fight, the Batman, Superman of boxing fight, Goku, Vegeta boxing fight. We ain't get it at all. This dude said, Sean Porter got a belt. Oh, why don't I go take the easy road? He on the wrong side of the street. And all this other shit. So I pulled back like, whoa. I thought he was looking for all the smoke. Bud Wayne got the belt from Horn, said, let's make a fight. Let's go make some money. Let's make a fight. When they said, let's make a fight, that means let's go make some money. He said, oh, well, Sean Porter got a belt. Why wouldn't I take the easy road? That's what happened. Salute, Wayne Hennessy. I see you in the building. MM says, I'll be surprised if Porter sees round 6 tonight. Man, a lot of people predicting a knockout, man. A lot of people thought your boy Bushido was crazy from early on predicting a knockout. I predicted it early. Way before the fight was announced, I said Crawford will stop him. I've been saying it. And I think he's going to stop him. Why? Because that's what he does. That's what he does. He stops dudes. Postal was one of the guys that didn't get stopped. But after that, he continued his streak again. Sean Porter might be that guy that don't get stopped. We gonna see. What you say, Idols? Skatesman? Hold up. I see you. No. Canelo Alvarez. I don't hate Canelo Alvarez, but I think he's doing. I think he could do more. My expectations of him is really high. I wouldn't have had. I like his fighting style. I like the way he fights. I like how disciplined he is and shit like that. But the way his fights, the way he's picking his opponents, he's in his prime. If he was a guy that didn't have any opponents left, that had nobody else to fight, if he was an older fighter that already did his thing, then yeah, you can go over just cherry pick and go on these European tours. Absolutely, go have your fun, go make your money, go pack the house, bring more attention. But he's doing it now. He's avoiding the top guys, and now the top guys really what they should do, honestly, is fight each other to take away the shine from him. That's what they should do. They need to fight each other to take away the shine from him. It's Canelo Alvarez, and then it's everybody else. It's not even close. And it needs to be somebody else. So they need to fight each other. So I agree with that. But Canelo Alvarez, he's cherry picking. Who wants to see Makabu? Nobody. Nobody wants to see that, bro. And you guess what you told everybody who supports and loves you? I'll do what I want. Because I went and became undisputed, beat up on these guys that nobody in the world knows. Mass majority of people don't know who Saunders is. Let's be honest. Nobody knows that guy. Nobody knows Callum Smith. And nobody knows Caleb Plant. Nobody knows these guys like that. But see, Canelo Alvarez is the draw. It don't matter who he fights. It don't matter who Canelo fights, bro. So he don't have those excuses. And certain things you can't say about you. He can do whatever he wants in boxing. He can fight whoever he wants in boxing. Whoever he fights, he's going to pack the house. Whoever he fights, he's going to do probably over 800K pay-per-views. He did it with a young 21-year-old dude from Tennessee and Caleb Plant. So if he fought a Charlo, a Benavidez, an Andrade, a Beaterbev, a Bivol, tougher fights. Come on. What's wrong with asking for the guy that's the pound for pound best, the face of boxing, the guy that can fight 4 times in a year? Who does that? Only Canelo. What's wrong with asking him to fight some of the best guys? Nobody hates Canelo. He didn't do nothing wrong. He's not like a bad guy or a shitty person. He seems like a cool dude, but he's manipulating boxing. He's moving like a dude that's 37, 38 years old. He's 31 years old in his prime. He's about to fight Makabu. And that's all. That's the thing with Canelo, Idaho Statesman. Ain't no thing, man. You know what I'm saying? I want you to continue to support the channel. And I'm just upset with Canelo Alvarez. It's not that I'm like hate the guy or, you know, I think he has a lot of control and he could do a lot more. Fighting these guys from over there for what, bro? Why? Well, you went and collected the belts. Okay, but now what? Oh, you go fight Makabu on Cinco de Mayo, one of the Mexican holidays. Instead of fighting Benavidez, you're going to fight a Makabu. Who cares about the belts at this point? Who cares? See, but he's trying to one-up Floyd Mayweather with the leverage that he has in the sport. He's trying to one-up Floyd Mayweather. But enough about Canelo. We got a big fight tonight, you guys. We got a big fight tonight. I got Bud winning. I got Bud stopping Porter. But I wouldn't be surprised if he makes it look relatively easy after the 3rd or 4th round. I think there's gears that he has that Porter just aren't. See, one thing about Porter that I noticed, that even though he can really, really turn it up in these fights against the big fights, he can never truly separate himself from these guys. So that's why it's always these close decisions and these lapses he have in these fights where he gets dropped at the end of the fight, like an AB fight. He got dropped in that fight. Actually, Adrian Broner was able to handle Sean Porter very well. Being a smaller man, he was able to handle Sean Porter well. If you go look at AB in that fight, even though AB wasn't able to get much offense off because, well, AB, I think he got fucked up from that Maidana fight. I think that Maidana fight fucked AB up. But AB was able to really deal with Sean pretty well. He didn't have nothing on his face. AB looked like he was, you know, most people that fight Sean be fucked up. AB didn't look like, you know, AB had good defense. He was able to handle Sean well, and he was able to drop Sean late. Sean makes a lot of mistakes late in fights. He gets clumsy. He starts to get sloppy. And that's why Spence was able to catch him. He got too wide. Spence punched when he punched. Crawford, also what he likes to do and what he does very well is punch while you punching. He is really, really good at that. Punching while you are punching. Sean Porter's not necessarily good at that. But that's something that I was screaming at Spence to do when Spence was fighting him. Punch when he punching. Stop sitting there covering up and shit. Punch with him. And when he did it, that's when he had the most success in the fight. Crawford loves to do that, and he's one of the best at it, punching with you. It gets him caught too, though. It's risky for him, too. But that's what makes him an exciting fighter. He takes risk. That's what makes Sean Porter an exciting fighter. He takes risk. The fans win tonight, you guys. Let's see how many likes we got real quick, man. Where's the likes at? 58 likes, 63 people. Yeah, hit that like button, man. We got 58 likes. We got like 63 people up in here, man. Hit that like button for your boy. Been cooking for an hour in 30 minutes. And I was going to go live later tonight. Probably right before the fight start, you know, when they in between that the co-main and the main, that's when your boy will be going live tonight. I'm not sure what time zone everybody's in, but your boy will be going live tonight, and we could talk about this shit live as it's happening too. Wait, hold up. Let me finish this off real quick. I see y'all going in about Canelo. Yes, Bud is highly dangerous in exchanges. He likes to do it too. He likes to do it, but it's risky for him as well. That's why he's able to get hit so much. Hey, Charlo be on some bullshit too. I'm gonna give you about 5 more minutes. We talk about some other shit real quick. Yeah, Charlo be on some bullshit. I didn't like what Charlo said about Benavidez. He said, "Why would I fight Benavidez? I'm rich already." Like he does a good job of really just turning off real fight fans. He does a good job at it. You want to like Jamal Charlo, but he does a lot of things to make you not like him. And it's not like he's just really just corny with it too. He's corny. Like Tony Harrison was saying, they corny guys, man. They real corny. But Canelo, I mean, the Canelo fans, they tend to stay away from your boy Bushido. But I don't necessarily hate Canelo Alvarez, but I see what's going on. I just don't like how his fights play out. They look like sparring matches. These guys not coming out here to win, not out here to fight. Caleb Plant talking with this guy in the 9th round. What was that? Pretty good, yeah, right? Like, come on, bro. You're supposed to be trying to win. It's crazy. I mean, of course, why wouldn't they want a paycheck, though? Why wouldn't they want a paycheck? Canelo Alvarez is the money man in boxing. How come other people can't get a payday? Tougher guys. Because I feel that even if Canelo loses, he still be a draw. You know what I'm saying? And for years, people thought it was Oscar, but in reality, we see it's Canelo. And now he has the WBC to help him on his duck campaign. They've given him special franchise privileges that they're not giving guys like Teofimo, who also has a franchise title. So Canelo can move up to 175 and you know what I'm saying? He'll be franchise protected. There won't be no mandatories for him. He won't have to fight nobody he don't want to fight. That's basically what the franchise title is. It's for Canelo, so we can protect him. It's a Mexican backed belt, and so we want the Mexican face of boxing to represent it, and we want to keep him represented for a long time because he's only 31 years old and he generates a lot of money for the sport. And we want a Mexican guy to be the face of boxing. That's what it is. Some of you may not like to hear that, but that's just the fuck honest truth. Mauricio Sulaimán shows a lot of favoritism for Canelo Alvarez. Increasing thresholds for clenbuterol, like what the fuck? It's like they're holding his hand through boxing, bro. And that's just my thing. That's just my thing with Canelo. You know what I'm saying? Like, let this dude, if he's really the best fighter, we gotta go out and show us. Yeah, we know you've been in there with Floyd and some guys, but when you was in there with somebody that was real, you didn't really separate yourself from these dudes. It was always some controversy. And now that he got the reins of boxing, he's getting these guys that's been inactive, falling down the hill, et cetera, et cetera, et cetera. But yeah, you guys, I've been on for quite a while. We'll be on later on tonight. Be sure to stop in. We're going to see how this thing play out live. We're going to talk about it. We're going to talk about how it plays out. Whatever happens tonight, we're going to talk about it. So be sure to stop in. Yeah, that's it. Like, subscribe, holla at your boy. Peace out.